मैं सारे मैं डोर खोल के भी चलाता हूँ गाड़ी। ये हमारा फॉर्म पे है। आई विल कैसे चलाएगा ना छोटा क्या लगा तेरा बोल यार छोटी कर रुद्रा हां पे मेरा ही फोन है एक स्मॉलेस्ट बट एक चीज एक क्या राज है क्या अरे तू वो कर रहा है ये देखा था कितने देर से जाते थे वो पंजाब में कमेंट किया था ये like Aadhaar for citizens, program is mandatory for active cancellation support and FIR. उड़ा दिया पंजाब ये ऐसे देखना है फेज 1 का प्रेजेंटेशन था नेटी अरे नहीं हटा रहा ना तो टोमेटो हुआ ये मैं हूँ अरे देखा आर्यन क्या है ये तो भाग का बहुत ही है आदि पार्ट हो क्या भैया इस साल नहीं भैया बोल रहा हूँ हार्दिक पांडे को मैसेज कर रहा है सीरियल फॉर्म में लेकिन आप भैया इस साल आप आईपीएल नहीं जीत पाओगे क्यों मुंबई से क्या आ गया मैंने रीजन तो बताओ अलबत्त मानो नहीं योर ब्रेन का भी माउनी रहता है कैन रीड सेंटेंस अगर 100 लोग आता है ना मैसेज 100 क्या देगा आगे भी बोल रहे हैं तो रिप्लाई देखो और रिप्लाई करो दे हिस्ट्री विल रिपीट न्यू जीतने के बाद सबको करेंगे इसे तो बैन करता भी क्या आज विश्व की बात है हां विश्व कल है ना तू दे क्या उसके पहले से कितने गया हां मेरा कल आयुष भी आज आयुष तू कभी नहीं गया साथ तू चल मैं तो जानी नहीं ये मुझे नहीं गया आयुष की लाइफ तीन से आ रहा है हमारे जितने भी लोग एकदम सब लोग ने ये लाइफ वगैरह सब इमोशनल एक आज तो कोई जरूरत है कोई रुक ये बहुत इमोशनल है आई विश टू बहुत जरूरत है what I mean प्रज्ञान कर जाएंगे आज तो होगा नहीं एक नहीं ले एक टेस्ट नहीं ले तो देख क्यों रहे हैं समझा नहीं आ रहा पीछे का रोहित शर्मा को अकेले में थोड़ी अच्छा तो
नेक्स्ट वीक कौन सा
मेरे को आना है तो बैठ
ना कल तो बैठता नहीं आप खाने के लिए
मेरे क्या है
मेरे को कल मैं नहीं बोला था 300 चला पंजाब
मेरे पहले
ये वाला पॉइंट ऑफ वर्क ये पांच ड्रग सारी नहीं
सुना भी नहीं क्या बोल रहे
तुम भी मत काली जुबानी है
इसने बात काली की ना इसने
नहीं है नहीं काली जुबानी होती है हैदराबाद के सामने है बच्चे सामने है
ठीक है
खाली तो
ये फाइनल हुआ ना तो भी बंगाल फाइनल की बस
हैदराबाद के सामने
अरे
क्या बोल रहे तू साले सीएसके सपोर्टर भारत है आज किसका मैच है आज सीएसके का है ना
यार सीएसके आ रही
बोल रहे हैं इतना चल इतनी काली जुबान पड़ गई तेरे में
क्या
यार आज वो आज सीएसके आ गया
अच्छी है
आ गया समझ गया
ये ले भाई ये ले कुछ ले
स्क्रिप्ट रेडी है क्या मैंने
गया भी
और लखनऊ के हाल में और देता हूँ
हमको जीतने के लिए गुजरात को ले जाना पड़ेगा तभी तो अच्छा होगा
गाड़ी देगा नहीं तो फिर
अरे भाई
कुछ लोग आरती को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं
आप जीतने लेगा कोहली को
ये प्यार
वो भी देगा नवीन वाला तो कितने
क्या इधर में क्या हाथ लग रहा है
आज के आज से अरे
इसका तो और
लेकिन तूने केकेआर में तो बिल्कुल सही है
क्या
आया लाइन का है चले
अरे अभी वो बोला कि
कौन है वो
कोई नहीं मैं आयुष चेक होने वाला है होगा भी
श्योर
2019 का क्यों
तेरा भी होने वाला है
तू किसको
2013 में चलने का सब
तो देखते ही नहीं है
देखो ये सब होता है ना
बोलो आई तो
ये साले तो मेरा नमक है साले मेरा नमक है
ऐसा नहीं
भाई उसका
मेरा वोट खरीदा था इसने
एक बार तूने उसका भी नमक खाया इसका मेरा नमक है
वो नमक भी खाना खाता है
वो वीडियो दिया
अरे वो नमक
पूरी इंडिया में मुंबई फाइनल में आके चलने के साथ हरा दी
हां तो आने को
बहुत सारा लेके भाई
वो बड़ा बहुत नहीं मारता है हां बड़ा बहुत नहीं मारता है
बड़ा पाव मत
बस सूर्य से क्या बड़ा बहुत है
बड़ा भाई खा के कोई मैच कर रहे हैं
तो पहले नाम भी कुछ नहीं करता
क्या
उसका बस फॉर्म
आई देखा कभी खेला वही
सेंचुरी मारा है फिर रोहित ने कोहली को मैच क्या रोहित को करने नहीं आता उनको शर्म करो क्रिकेट मैन बोलते हो
कौन है
कुछ बोले ही नहीं
इसको बोलो
क्रिकेट फैन
तू भाई गाइस
कोहली को कौन खाना था
गाइस नाम इधर रखिए
सीएसके का नहीं आता अगर आज सीएसके आ रहा है
नहीं खा नहीं
विश्राम नहीं
आई वांट
और मेरे फोन को पाया
नहीं
नहीं
होता है
एक बार
अबे पागल सवाल में
दादा मेरे को
सारे वीडियो दिया है
कोई सवाल नहीं है पूरा एक मैच में एटलीस्ट बारिश होगी और एक मैच में
फाइनल में होने चाहिए
ए मेरा
कोई ना फाइनल किसने होता
मेरे
है
इधर लगा है खाना खा ले
सर अपना दादी का
नहीं कोई नहीं
चल हाथ हो गया
तू खाया
तो आई उसका अकेले जाके क्या करोगे इधर मौसम में अरे डॉक्टर की तो आसान है
Guys, wait. 15 minutes of break. All this drama happens. You, who was tussling with this boy?
मिसका टाइगर
Why are you twisting his ankle, poor man? Go and first.
Yes, sir.
Not ankle. Now, first lecture things are done. We are quickly going on with a new chapter. Write down the introduction.
Sir, question.
You keep doing this like a kiddos. I will tell them to change one more paper which is very difficult. The question you are shouting. There are 2 sets of paper. I will ask only Sanpada branch get the second set. The difficult set.
पेपर जो ना
Later.
मॉडल पेपर पहले दे
Tomorrow, as soon as you finish your paper, you will get your answer sheet and model answer.
पहले मिल जाता तो अच्छा रहता
बिल्कुल. चलो, write down the introduction.
वही तो बोल रहे हैं हम लोग कब से
वही तो बोल रहे हो
Right? अच्छा, for the it could have been she, huh? Very smart.
अब वही तो
Write down introduction.
सर वही तो बोल रहे हैं
ठीक. अच्छा, that I thought you were saying that exam related question you need.
सर हम इतने बुरे नहीं हैं
सर हमको इतना मालूम है क्या
Point number 1. Write down. Water, one of the most important resource. Water, one of the most important resource. I need to check your notebook. Today you are not going home. You and what's her name? You also. Complete the notebook, show it to me, then go.
सर मेरे को 2 चैप्टर्स लिखना है
Thank you for the disturbance.
सर आपने अभी जो लिखा है वो तो है
There are 4 lectures to go. After this, there are 2 lectures to go. Vashi branch students stood there for at least half an hour, completed their notebook, showed it to me, then only go home. So after the second lecture, those who are notebooks are incomplete, inform your parents. There is a small
लास्ट चैप्टर
additional task.
सर यू कैन कंप्लीट है आंसर लास्ट टाइम ही चेक किया
Additional task. We will come little bit late.
सर आज मत कल टेस्ट के लिए पढ़ना है
That is more
और
important.
मम्मी कल ही आई है सर
All the chapters that you missed, question answers. Water, an important resource for the survival of. You understand? Survival of plants, animals, and humans. Very important for the survival of plants, animals, and humans. Second point. Humans, we. It is one of the essential or pre-essential. It is one of the essential or pre-essential. Essential or pre-essential. It is one of the essential or pre-essential condition. I am asking the way he is asking it to me. Essential or pre-essential conditions for the sustenance of life. You understand what is sustenance?
Yes, sir.
For the life to
Survive.
sustenance of life.
Survive.
Earth is the only planet. Earth is the only planet. Earth is the only planet where water is available. Earth is the only planet where water is available. Put a hyphen. 97% in the form of ocean water. 97% in the form of ocean water. 97% in the form of ocean water. Second, next. Only 3% is fresh water. Out of which 0.89%. It is not here, you write 0.89%. 0.89% is fresh water. 0.89%. उसका अंदर से fresh water कितना है? Point close to 1%. Correct. 0.89% is fresh water. अभी लिख रहा हूँ ना, available for drinking. बोलने से पहले available for drinking. 0.89% is available for drinking. Next.
Sir, last year the 0.03% था ना कुछ तो.
ये साल syllabus में उन लोग ने बढ़ा दिया.
सर बढ़ गया हो.
Hey, that is ground and surface water. That is different. Now next line. Two main sources of water. Two main sources of water. Underground water. Surface water. Don't apply your faltu logic. Underground water and surface water. Next, I'm trying to pull these ears of these bachos. Acting very smart. Need for conservation. Need for conservation. Yes, because you are. Hey, you have already written means don't write. Just write the heading 3 and then write 1, 2, 3, and 4. Point number 1. Rapid increase in human and cattle population. Rapid increase in human and cattle population. In population. Of population. Rapid increase of human and cattle population. 2. Expansion of irrigation activities. Expansion of irrigation activities and over exploitation of underground water. Expansion of irrigation activities and over expansion of underground water. Expansion.
And over expansion.
How many of you tell that I have said exploitation of irrigation? You hear wrongly. Come here. And very smartly saying you told the exploitation of irrigation. I remember what I speak. Except you, all others have heard expansion. This was the place where cockroach was hit. I know what kind of support it was. Expansion of irrigation and over exploitation of underground. ये नहीं था, ये था.
सर वो तो irrigation है ना.
हाँ तो मैंने expansion बोला.
सर exploitation. सर वापस.
Listen. I said irrigation was expanded, underground water was exploited. ये भाई सब लोग ने उठा के exploitation को irrigation के साथ जोड़ दिया. नहीं. एक मिनट. Read the statement. I'll correct it right now. Read the statement.
Expansion of irrigation activities.
हाँ तो यही तो मैंने बोला. Over exploitation of underground water.
तो वही तो लिख रहा है. बेचारे को मार.
ठीक है. Cockroach mania has encroached. Third point.
हम तुम्हारे साथ.
Next point.
Over exploitation of what?
He's really messing. Uncertain and irregular monsoon. I'm writing it. For some
Thank you, sir.
deaf students here. uncertain and irregular
सर आपने
monsoon.
मेरे कान खींचे सर
So that's the third point, right?
Yes. For me it is first, but actually it is for you guys 3. Next.
कौन किसको मारा
Industrialization in India. Industrialization in India. With over demand, with over enough,
Industrialization and
with excess demand, sorry, with excess demand, it's okay, of water. I'm coming down to 1 year was full, we had one more deaf year. Industrialization, excess demand of water. Last point. Global warming. ये सब नया कुछ ऐड कर रहा है. Global warming and
सर हर जगह पे बर्फ
rate and increase in the rate of
तो पॉइंट है
increase in the rate of evaporation.
तो बर्फ है समझा नहीं हम कैसे पिघलेंगे
फिर सर्दी आ जाएगा
तुम भी I'm just holding on not to say they will get the piece of cake today what I'm going to give it to them. Now you writing all this, you can relax and understand what I'm explaining. Normally in India, we have a problem called water because of this evil elements called, we can say industries, we can say cities, we can say irrigation, we can say excess for cattle. Why I'm saying industries are evil? Because there are industries which require only fresh water, that also in large numbers. Next time you drink your 20 rupees or 30 rupees, whatever cold drink, except water and little bit of sugar and carbonated water plus color, it doesn't have anything. Whatever drinks you have it, it is written no sugar added, no artificial color added. Matlab they have added sugar inside. And to be very frank, there are certain cold drinks company, they use underground water, not one or two, all. And there was a time when Pepsi and Coke had inside the bottle urea. Where does that urea comes inside the Coke bottle? Because 90% of the waters are underground and excess urea washed away by the rainfall, it is going dump into the ground and this. Correct. So I think more than 2 years, Government of India banned at least for the school children. Wherever the shops are there in and around the schools, they should not sell this Pepsis and Cokes and etc. But I don't remember, close to 7-8 years before. Then this Amul with that milk drink, normally you get it Amul, that was promoted by the government because at least that milk drink for Amul and other products, at least it is good for your health. Again, I'm coming back to the main topic. Water in Mumbai was a real trouble in the year 79-80. And that time it was Balasaheb Thackeray, the dad of Uddhav Thackeray, announced one fine day that all the non-Maharashtrians who are in Mumbai has to vacate. Rainfall was also not there. There was also considerable water crisis. But luckily 2 days, my dad said not in 2 days, in that same night there was a heavy rainfall in Bombay. So the other community people, they were asked, no, now we have a good collection of water, you are not moving. Understood what I'm saying? So you and me have not seen what is water crisis. I mean, what is water crisis? I am unable to even have water, forget about it for washing or taking a bath, even for drinking. Even today there are several villages who walk miles to get one pot of water. For them, they know what is the importance of water crisis or water scarcity. Now, in geography, we defined the word water scarcity, not by me. There was a Swedish expert. His name is Dr. Falcon Mark. Is a man who बोल textbooks में है. He has defined water scarcity per day, per person, 1,000 cubic liters. It is close to 3 or 4 liters a day. If you don't get it, then you are suffering from water scarcity. Because cities, at least in our area, we get 24 hours connections. You and me do not have the fuss. But even today, I heard certain buildings in certain areas, morning 2 hours and evening 2 hours is the water connections there. Then you should understand how these people are, using it. I'll tell you, you'll say, what is Archie and all that stuff. Even that we flush our water in our toilets, that is also government of India is keeping a strict eye. The government is not getting into your toilet first. Okay. But then now we have this automatic water dispenser. Ye malls mein gaya hai, especially that Cinepolis or any mall, if you have gone to the washroom, they have automatic water dispenser. Ek sensor jaisa rehta hai, dekho. It disperses the water close to 1 or 3 liters. That is quite sufficient. या हमारे घर में इतना सा 5 years का चिंटू जाकर आएगा, we flush the 45 liter dabba, the tank. The water goes 45 liters, one flush. So look how the government of India is calculating. Because already geographers have warned, future wars are not for any metals, minerals. It is for water. In Africa, already they have this problem going on. There are certain mafias. You don't understand mafias, some anti-social elements who are kidnapping the water tanker with the driver. वो गलती उधर लेके जाए, and they get a ransom call. Your water tanker with 10,000 liters is with me. How much amount you are giving me? Like we have certain sea pirates, we might have, not have, now only it's going on, water pirates also. Like in Mumbai, once I remember onion prices have shot close to 150 rupees per kilogram. And that time, even the hotels did not give you that, what is that? Onions and other things. And I remember in our house, 1 kg onion will be running at least for next 1 month. And it was not available. Black marketing, selling in a black market, onion. So literally onion made us cry for at least few weeks. By the time India imported onions from China, Chinese के तरह भी वो onion में onion का कोई भी symptom नहीं रहता था. सिर्फ white color का रहेगा, as big as a potato, but you cut it, you will not have any feeling of an Indian onion. It will not make you cry. Then majority of the ad used to come. अभी सास बहू का problem में onion में तो लड़की नहीं रोएगी. बोले क्यों? वो Chinese onion है. But that was not good. That was the time Sharad Pawar was the agriculture minister of India, and it was Congress which was ruling. The problem was that all the onion produced sudden rainfall. उसका है ना पैर को है ना दोनों को बांध के उठा के बाहर फेंको ना. You don't understand what I am observing you. Upper trunk is giving the signals of all the lower trunk. You get up, come out for 2 minutes. Huh? Today is in a playful masti mode. You come out. You sit down. So bahar sir. I said come out. And face the audience. Go to that corner. Now, continuously doing something or the other. So we always believe one thing, that water crisis is one problem. We have to understand what it is. So first we have understood the need and importance. Second, I said all these are the small data. Now conservation is favorite topic. We said conservation, why should we do it? Because what you feel that 97% ocean water can you and me drink? Cannot. India is not such a very powerful country to convert all the saline water into fresh water also. इसको हम लोग desalination बोलते हैं. And some countries are doing it. Like Gulf countries, they do not have any option. They do it. And I heard Abu Dhabi is one country which successfully does it. And I have not drank that water, but some of my family friends are there. They say it's quite good. You won't understand that it is a saline water. Desalination plant. But India doesn't, and India need not, because we have a good supply of fresh water from North Indian rivers and South Indian rivers. Is it okay? So now read all that conservation point and tell me. What were you fiddling with him? I did see. Others, you carry on. Don't give him any VIP preference. Conservation, water conservation.
Sir, local events answer. Yeah.
I will give it in the break. What are you doing at the break? Come in the break, next break. Okay? Or remind me in the end. Today only I'll do it.
हाँ सर करते ग्राफ है।
Done? Is a point simple and easy for you to learn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now look at that next heading. They have given the methods, sorry, not methods, conservation practices. You only write the heading, nothing to write. You copy down the heading. Rainwater harvesting, watershed, recycling, and preventing from water pollution. I'll also discuss one by one. And Ja, sit in the last bench. Give his notebook and other things. Sit down, go there. Okay, conservation techniques.
सर बोल रहा हूँ कुछ
उसने तुझे मुझे बोलने बोला हाँ are you his PA?
हाँ सर
and work behind it, not with me.
सर बैठा है बता रहा हूँ
चुपचाप लिख ले कुछ भी बोलता रहता है घिसो. Yeah, I'm writing only RH. You write the full form, rainwater harvesting. And second is watershed development. And recycling and reuse. Of prevention of pollution. Write only the subheading, then we'll discuss. Done? Okay. Shall we? I'm just cross-checking. I read this file last week. Unfortunately, I got it today. 10th ICSE Sanpada batch. How many have missed the chapter? That also tell me. Sanpada batch completed with climate of India.
Yes.
Correct. Soils in India completed. Completed or not?
Yes, yes.
And then natural vegetation I have completed. Water resources I am at present doing it. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
And now somebody asked me mineral resources also. Mineral. So I'll put mineral in fold.
Sorry, you told after water resources you'll take
Topo. Then I'll put topo into the next. ठीक है ना? क्या है? That is Monday, na? Not coming Saturday. Next Saturday I'll start with topo. So 1, 2, 3, almost 4. Today we may finish water. If not, we'll finish it in coming Saturday. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And next Saturday, no excuses. We will start only topo. Get all your pencils, erasers, scales, everything. Let us get into your volume. Let us pick up rainwater harvesting. Keep a pencil ready.
125. 5.
It is a technique, open bracket, collection and storage of rainwater into natural reservoirs or tanks. And there is one subsurface aquifer को mark मत करना, मैं पहले explain कर देता हूँ. Now, one they are saying collection and storage. Are we collecting the rainwater?
Yes,
And what are we doing with it? Storing it. Where are we storing? Underground. Can it be used for further?
Yes.
Normally in geography, if I use the word aquifers, these are the source from where I'm getting the water. Is it a natural aquifer?
Yes.
No, is it a natural? We are saving it. So I remember there was a slogan raised by the government of India: arrest water and percolate water. How can you arrest the water?
Collect the water.
Very good. The word is collect. And there is a percolate water means allow the water to seep into the ground. I mean, just say our area or any of the Navi Mumbai area, it's normally concrete, normally coal tar, and normally footpath. Correct? But in villages, this feature is absent. Normally mud, sand, water seepage will be more. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So every building, every house or every society should go for something called rainwater harvesting. The first construction by the great player in our Maharashtra, Bombay, who is he? Huh? Good. Sachin. He is the first person to Aja bhai, Aja. Outlander की तरफ मुझे जरा sympathetic. You move in, let him sit out. Aja. Sachin के नाम से तेरा सजा माफ. So when I'm saying Sachin, he has not only come. Sachin has not only done rainwater harvesting. Sachin has also insured his house at a costliest insurance of fire accidents and many other. They said it is 5 crores is the insurance money. अभी सोचो 5 करोड़ का उसका इंश्योरेंस है, घर का वैल्यू कितना रहेगा? मुझे तो लगता है कि वो इंश्योरेंस कंपनी ने भाई साहब से पैसा भी नहीं लिया रहेगा, इतना बोलेगा सर आप हमारे लिए 2 ऐड कर लो, आपको देख देख के 5000 पीपल तो इंश्योरेंस ले ही लेगा मेरे से. This is that Mr. Tendulkar. But we are not focusing on Tendulkar, we are focusing on rainwater harvesting. Some ministers now they do composting. You know what I mean by composting? They don't put their dustbins or anything outside the area to pick it up. They have far away from their house that layering. You might have seen एक बड़ा टैंक जैसा बनाया रहेगा, कचरा डालेगा, उसके ऊपर एक मड, कचरा डालेगा, उसके ऊपर मड. After 3 weeks, that same mud can be used for planting. So next time you throw away any biodegradable waste, do not throw away. I think we have a chapter, we have a volume that I will show you. You can also do composting. But थोड़ा सा balcony में space चाहिए, but you can do it. And that same compost you can use it for your plants. So इसको हम लोग geography में बोलते हैं reducing your wastage or garbages. Because 90% of the garbage we just throw out and we just litter. You know what is the meaning of the litter? What is litter? We'll say not the actual word, littering. We just throw wherever. In between 15 minutes break, I could see some person was tussling with his poor little boy. I don't know what was it. I won't come in between. Already some branches have got some wonderful brawls and other things. This branch should not go. Okay? Circulate over. So we always believe one thing, younger generations are the best to spread the message, at least prevent something called as simple hai. Wherever the water bodies are there, do not dump the domestic waste into it. Simple. Every river has its own self-cleansing. What is self-cleansing? एक बार इसने पूछा था मुझे. Self cleansing means if you dump the waste also, it has the capacity to clear that waste, but it has certain limitations. If I say one day it can have the property of 5 to 10 ton, like example, but in one day we dump 5,000 tons, what will happen? That is why in India we have a costly project going on in the name of GAP. Water project only. What is this? GAP. He is absolutely right. It is Ganga. AP ka kya hai? Ganga Action Plan. Now we are in plan number 4. Is correct. It's plan number 4 going on, and every phase, government spends crores of rupees. But this is not a soft news, but Corona, within 6 months, this Ganga water was clean and pure as it was 25 years before. So now you will be writing a letter, dear Corona. Nahi mata. But there was a part of a hilly region in Himachal, the flowers bloomed after 35 years because that flowers requires the air and the climate 100 times pure. And the number of deaths in Corona is 1/3 of the death that takes place in road accidents in Mumbai alone. Seriously, that's the figure. I'm not saying it's all government figures. Now the government of India is going to open up a new project that I've shown to other batches. I hope you love it. I'll show it. It is called as Coastal Road Project, starting the line from marine lines. It's a very, along the Arabian Sea, somewhere it goes below, tube. Under the sea, like if you have seen in Dubai, suddenly the road will be going under the ground, under the sea. And they have not only have this road connectivity, 1500 cars can also be parked with green cover, and it is going to reduce not only the time but also time, money, energy, and it is going to be opened up by this November. That's one of the biggest news. मुझे तो July I can't wait, but July से पहले Parliament inaugurate हो जाएगा, and उसके बाद we will wait for Deepavali, and Deepavali will be that coastal road project. It comes and stops in Sign, Priyadarshini करके एक जगह है Sign area में. So distance between Marine Lines to Sign is close to 3 hours with the traffic. Now I'll say hardly 15 minutes. You can easily come to the place. And पूरा India में ये पहला project है. And they are saying it is 16,000 crores, the project, but it can be taken hardly within 1 year. People are very excited to see that project. 70% project, 70% of the project is ready. And people are saying कि Mumbai के बाद they will try this project in some other parts of India as well. Because पहले बार underground नहीं, underwater अपना road आ रहा. And for Indians, it is something excited. And Navi Mumbai, even this metro, I might have told you, na, they are using a certain coach which no other metro in India has used. Some Navi Mumbai are saying कि नहीं उतना भी people come नहीं है, and it will be fully controlled by AI, artificial intelligence, no motorman, nothing. So that's what we are saying कि every time we are developing many projects, but every time we have to understand, don't disturb the natural resource, whatever. Either forest or water or any other thing. Is it okay? Read all that and let us go into. So पहला line जो मैंने बोला, हाँ. What did she?
आपने जो question
apparatus of that rainwater harvesting.
Why it was cheated?
Tell me. You are ready with the answer.
No, I was asking.
Okay. Well, I'm going to come back to, and she will be answering. Boys, she will be answering. Don't worry. Okay, aims. Everyone come to aims. Underline harvesting surface and groundwater. Only surface and groundwater. Prevention through evaporation. What is this word seepage?
To leak the water was
Leak.
down. No, not to leak, but to.
Now, if I don't collect this water, it will be absorbed by the soil. उसको prevent करो. Next, the common. I'll tell you. Conservation and efficient utilization. And mechanism हम लोग ने बोला है. Underline. Comprises of. Underline that. Components of various stages. This is what is your answer. Transporting water. Only underline pipes or drains. Filtration. And storage tanks. बस इतना है. Catchment area, catchment में क्या क्या आता है? Water harvesting in the surface directly receives rainfall and provides water to the system. Second, paved area like terrace or courtyard of the building. Why they are using the word paved area? Already which is constructed. No need to construct only for rainwater harvesting. I don't know how many have gone to some villages. In center of the village, they have a big circular area cemented, where they dry all the food grains. जो अभी ये वैसे ही जगह बनाओ and try to have an underground pipe and connect it to a nearby circulation pit. Next, terrace है unpaved area like lower open वो नहीं चाहिए. Cement concrete. Somebody asked you what is RCC? उसका full form लोग ने दिया देखो. Reinforced concrete cement or cement concrete. What is galvanized iron? ये सब केमिस्ट्री में है. What is galvanization? उधर लिख लो rust free iron. तो लिखो मुंह क्या right up. Or corrugated sheets can also be drawn for water harvesting. Corrugated वो sheet जिसमें rust नहीं पकड़ता है, उसी को galvanized पतरा ही बोलता है. Then sketch. This no need to draw. If any question comes looking at the diagram, you have to answer. I will give you questions, not now, later. Conduits, underline, pipelines or drains carry rainwater. Underline, conduits using PVC. What is the full form of PVC?
Photovoltaic.
Maruna. What is PVC? Polyvinyl chloride. Science का knowledge भी उतना ही बढ़िया है. Storage. Underline. Rainwater stored in storage containers. ये ब्रैकेट में डाल दो. या तो वो RCSE का बना रहेगा, या तो प्लास्टिक का भी रखते हैं, या तो masonry. What are masonry or who are masons? The खड़िया, who brick रख के वो water underground tank बनाएंगे. Recharge. Famous? Stone अलग है, brick अलग है. Brick will absorb the water and very concrete. Stone रखे तो कैसा तो underground tank बनाएगा? Tank गिर गया तो फिर खत्म. This boy has to be stored with proper construction. Alternative to underline storing rainwater. हाँ ये आता है एग्जाम में. Recharge groundwater aquifers. Close up रखा है. This can be done through any suitable structure like underline dug wells, bore wells or trenches or pits. देखो वो कैसे वो पानी निकलता है using a hand pump. यहाँ तक अभी लिख लो notebook में whatever I made you to mark, because this is asked in the board exam. Importance I will give you, practices we will just understand. I am coming around to check the notebook again so that my 2-3 people who are going to be punished today after 2:15 are ready right now. One girl is already volunteered herself. जो incomplete है ना वो complete करना है, ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं करना.
सर वही तो ज़्यादा.
हाँ? Which chapter you made? After climate, how many chapter you did not write? 2 chapters only. हाँ, that only complete. अभी break में भी बैठ के कर, no worries. 15 minutes का 3 break है, 45 minutes है. 10 मिनट भी नहीं लगेगा. One break is gone, na? One more break and one more. आधा घंटे का time. Show me your notebook, which are incomplete. ये तो अभी का है, starting से लिखा. I corrected also.
ये पेज छोड़ देते हैं. ये फाइल छोड़. सही.
Good improvement with you. I want. I don't know what you are doing. Reduce your musty and start studying. And though she has been right, don't like. Hey, I need this water bottle. So to getting past with the. Who can help me in getting a water bottle from office? Do. थोड़ा सा हवा करके बाहर that is fresh. So you completed? No. Self में जितना भाई जगह लगा मैं बंद करके correction कर. I didn't write incomplete doesn't mean you are complete. So already Ayush is ready. These 3 girls will go. And I think this boy can go because he is always complete. After the 2:50, what are you going to get? I said these 3. They are 3, na? Except that. Sorry, except her. I get a beating from my English teacher. Complete करने के बाद. Thank you so much. The more you say, the more I will keep you hold. In fact, I should not allow you to sit in my class. Then you will stop all your excuses. In numericals, thoroughly do it, huh? So you come and learn in between the gaps. What are you fiddling and fighting with? Eat only. Now he's writing rainwater. From the boys, one person has kept his notebook almost 90% complete. Yours. Boys, I got one fish caught.
Sir, complete.
वो मैं बोलूँगा. What is the tragedy with the notebook? What are you doing? अभी तुझे ऐसा रिएक्ट करने दो. कभी ठीक है. After 2:15 you also stay there. That is okay. You show me and then go. Yours? Correct. Wait. I'll check. Yes, his note. You are also a burning example of incomplete. Hey, SDA पूरा ऐसे कैसे है? हाँ?
क्यों सर क्या हुआ?
नहीं, SDA बहुत अच्छा है. क्यों से? देखो, हाँ, it is the not the school. ये क्या है? Some love letter I should write for you. बोल दे अभी दूसरे. Where is that notebook?
अरे ये आइडिया क्यों नहीं आ रही है?
I am not going to leave that also. You give me that waste idea, that also I am not going to leave. एक काम करेगा, दूसरा notebook में whatever you have written, write the same in this notebook, show it to me, then go. I am also not running away. I am also sitting with you guys. Okay. Till you not showing. After 2:50. Oh, Gargi nowadays become very 2:15. Why you are worried? You are going now. Clumsy body.
यहाँ पे सब
What is today's homework?
Today's homework, all the question answers of water chapter. हाँ बराबर. She is not reminding for you guys. ठीक है भाई. I am not putting in between. That will be. हाँ तो और क्या डालूं? और कुछ comments लिखो. Dear parents, please let us have a small meet in the Sanpada office. Since your ward is not at all completing the assignment. ये क्या है? ये क्या है? I don't know. Did everybody write?
Yes, sir.
Please finish it. We can finish the chapter today only. In between, I am correcting some encyclopedia-like notebook, but encyclopedia is totally blank. Why are you writing with a pencil, man?
पेन बंद हो गया था.
It could have been mobile का ये हो गया वो हो गया बैठता था तुरंत जाके सारा काम कर लेता.
सर मोबाइल देखो सर.
नहीं चाहिए. नहीं चाहिए.
Powerful mobile.
And that is good. In fact, I advise that parents should give like this mobile to the bachcha. Good hai, don't laugh. No, because your friends might be teasing you, but don't. That is good.
You are very cool. हम डरते हो उसको फोन मार.
Silently passing the comment. Shall I explain future?
सर इतना लिखने को बोल रहा है.
हाँ तो complete it. He is writing and giving it to me. Done. Show me. What is this girl sleeping? अभी मुझे मालूम पड़ा कोने में क्या तुमको लगा है. आरएच क्या था? When you are absent, try to communicate. Nobody is there living in and around with you. Don't tell me.
नहीं मुझे पता नहीं.
अच्छा then next day, एक मिनट. Next day you come to the class. Then anytime ask. 2:15.
जो उससे पहले ही करते.
I don't know. I'll be happy that I don't want any people to stay after 2:15. Hopefully it's your hopefully in your hand, not in mine.
आपने गलत भी नहीं उठाया सर.
किस बात पे? I am the first person to say that गलत सही nothing. Look, you keep your notebooks and this complete. That is your duty. How will the teacher ensure all those things?
सर स्कूल को बोलूँगा. नहीं भाई चला दो भाई. तू स्कूल को ही चला दो. हाँ बस अलग चल रहा है.
Enough.
सर थर्ड तक छुट्टी दी है. 15 तक स्कूल रखा. थर्ड को खुल गया.
3rd of June it is opening. Right?
जून हाँ जून
जुलाई तक करके मत
सर 15 को छुट्टी दी और 3rd को चालू कर
अच्छा है ना 15 days हाँ have it no worries
सर उसमें भी प्रोजेक्ट्स दिया है ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट्स का तो देखा भी नहीं
सही है क्या you take her notebook I think or this person this handwriting very good
तो पता है मुझे अच्छा नहीं है मेरा
तो करो ना अच्छा करो
तो अभी इतना टाइम नहीं है
why Modi has invited you to open the parliament with him he doesn't have time for Modi also such a busy girl she is but work on your writing because with your good knowledge you are writing like this what will happen in board exam will get your marks but not for your handwriting they should cut your marks right try to improve step by step okay they don't want any architectural writing but they don't want any rubish writing also doctor writing they are nowadays they cancel it big one cancel and 0 marks shall I explain
करेक्ट टाइमिंग होता है
तू सही टाइम पे पैदा नहीं हुआ that is the problem
बोलना सही टाइम
no you should have born with Thor and what is the other characters Marvel characters Ant-Man and Wasp I don't know what all the characters Wasp
important
I'm going to explain these guys are writing
DC is also part है सर DC is also part है
ठीक है you come back to the tour
अबे उसकी बात नहीं
चालू हो गया
सर कहाँ से कंप्लीट करना है
जो वॉल्यूम में मैंने दिया है अच्छा she is asking you take your friend's notebook and complete it guys let us get into the next subheading of the same topic look it now they have given importance the gathered water can be used for agricultural purpose do you really feel that it can be used for agricultural purpose
yes
because there are certain crops which requires water throughout the year but the water can be so good or bad that is different but every house if does rainwater harvesting I think I am the only person teaching all are busy writing take it complete except 2 others are all groomed into the notebook hey you write later I'll give you time you write later I'll give you
नहीं सर
सर पहले ही सर आपको
रुकने के बाद कर सकते हैं
now that is for your late arrivals for now you are writing rainwater you wait let me explain first
हम रिस्क नहीं लेंगे सर आपका क्या भरोसा यार तेरा
I've got a Hindi dialogue writer in my class shall we
सर पाइपलाइन
अच्छा एक काम करें meantime since I don't want to waste the time there's a next topic called watershed development okay so there is some one or two
first story project
what is it
what the project
Yes.
the coastal area
अच्छा you are
तो दस पार्लियामेंट
now parliament
पार्लियामेंट सर
I thought I'm taking you guys directly into the parliament you don't want to go
आजकल मरीन ड्राइव
वो विस्तार
सर मरीन ड्राइव
but Marine Drive now you are not allowed in. The project isn't open up yet. It will come close to, I think November के पहले they are going to open it up. That's for sure. One good thing that projects are nowadays not overtime. They are pre-scheduled and they are opening much before. Hey, look at here now. This is the whole bit. Looks awesome. Which man? Taj Mahal.
हाँ
I
वैसा
think
ही
Taj Mahal is
तो
there.
राइट हाँ
That I asked you to find out. All lazy ducks. रानी का बाग.
हाँ मेरा हाथ
This one is constructed. You see that? It's okay. We have one more person. This is the panel that we have already done ready. Man, it's a machine comes in, it's a very costly machine. तो टनल करते हुए आगे जाता है, then they put the concrete. एक दो दिन नहीं लगते. That's why this is one of the grounds of goals and growth. And all competitions enjoy. और जो BMC का बजट है, पाकिस्तान का कंट्री का बजट से 3 गुना ज्यादा है. BMC का बजट. You go to next step Priyadarshini, you can see this. This is पूरा coastal area में project चालू है. Look at the tunnel. And they have an exit. वो सुनना. What do you expect? If any flood or
अगर दोनों जगह प्याज लगे तो
पूरी जगह लगा. Yes, ma'am.
तो रिपोर्टर क्यों आता है?
I didn't get it.
तो माइक में खड़े हो रिपोर्टर क्यों आता है?
Reporter. They have to. When you go into the site, they have to wear everything. This is Ajay. ये मालूम है ना? Popular site, Ajay. So suddenly we have a road going below the. They have a park, car parking, everything there. 2 story.
आज का बना था मतलब
ये मुझे ऑरेंज ब्रांच में दुबई टू सी ऑल पूरा कचरा ही दिखेगा तो कोई फिश नहीं है. There's a movie called MEG Meg. Anybody have watched? Watch that movie. Meg 1 and Meg 2. The hero, what's his name? Tremendous class actor. Meg 2 is stronger. देखा मैं देखा है घर में. Also gonna big screen. His name is that. Jason Wan. Yeah, I'll tell you.
सर वो इंग्लिश में स्ट्रगल करता है
कौन सा इंग्लिश?
अबे वो जेम्स का
Jason Statham or something is.
अच्छा ये
They showed what is happening in the how do these people look. Chinese videos की बच्ची सही
वही बोल रहा है
wait, wait. Okay. Compared to you understand the concept. India and South Indian.
ये August 4 2005
Those are
Okay, let's work on our things. Enough. People are back to my subject.
What is your subject?
Let's proceed. Okay. What we were doing, rainwater harvesting. Am I correct? Let us go down to a heading called practices. I'm just missing, leaving that. Come down to irrigation to this heading. Don't write, don't write. Listen. The open bracket from the line. Artificial application of water to land and to assist के जगह पर उधर लिख लो supply water. Supply water to the production of crops. Cancel that word, assist. Supply water to the production of crops. Now, if I explain roughly what is this dams are, generally, if you see any flowing river, understand this. Again the engineering skills need to be. We can't bund any flowing river, but they bund it using a huge wall, and then we need to construct something called as a reservoir. Reservoir, the place where which water is stored, the dam water is stored. And every needed time we have something called as which gates? Floodgates. And then these are projects generally in India we call them as multi-purpose projects. Why it is multi-purpose? The two main purpose is to prevent, I'm saying prevent what? Floods and to check droughts. You understand what is drought?
Yes.
So normally in India, the first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, called these dams to be the temples of modern India. Temples, it saved the lives of thousands and thousands of people. Because during British time, we had famine. Bengal famine was most popular. Thousands and thousands people died, but Britishers did not take any steps for that. But now the government of India took the dam construction. So we have more than 13 or 14 dams which are called as multi-purpose, and we have minor dam as well. What are minor dams? Which are not huge one, but still we have. So today India has achieved, we can say agricultural, not only self-sufficiency, but also we are exporting all thanks to these dams only. So we are going to understand what is irrigation. Okay. Importance we are dealing. You can only tick all the points. Uncertainty, uneven. Increasing crop requirement. Page number 126. Write the word increasing crop requirement. Then other things you can read it. Then methods. Here you write conventional A, and non-conventional or modern as B. Where is modern? It's page number 128. Page number 128 में आ जाओ उधर लिखो capital B. So if I ask you the difference between conventional and non-conventional method of irrigation, how will you explain to me? No, you speak in English. Conventional method is that method which we are using for ages, for long time. Non-conventional, can I say the word modern? Yes. Why they are modern? Because government of India with recent technology, they have reduced the dependency on monsoon. But do you think all the regions are having the gift of dams?
No.
Is more than 60% of the farmers even today depend on the monsoon? Because dam construction is not so easy. Forget about the money, the local problems is also there. We have a project even today. What is that? Narmada Bachao Andolan. Have you heard about? Narmada Dam project are also called the Sardar Sarovar project. Have been constructed. But the problem, some local issues, some Meda Phatkar, she's a real...
So, but there are canals.
Canals are drawn, it is working, it's not say working, but still full-fledged work is unable to complete. Sometimes Amir Khan goes and sit in that particular revolting people. Like if you have seen this Aam Aadmi Party CM, when that Ishmael was in a big news, suddenly he was seen in that wrestling federation. You know wrestling federation का वो चल रहा था. भाई साहब को उसके लिए टाइम था, जाके उधर बैठ गया. बट भाई साहब को ये क्वेश्चन का आंसर देने का टाइम नहीं था. बट फाइनली गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने वो रेसलिंग फेडरेशन का प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर लिया. सो दीज पीपल वांट चीप पब्लिसिटी. Sometimes Shilpa Shetty goes and joins this Narmada Bachao Andolan. Sometimes Amir Khan goes. Sometimes Shah Rukh Khan also goes. So just to feel that I am with the people. When are you with the people when your film releases? You earn crores and crores of rupees. Give 10% of the money to the poor. That time they will not. But when people are revolting, fighting, then they will come and stand. That is a good thing about India's democracy. Every morning brush kiya ki nahi kiya, but Prime Minister ko gali dete rehne ka. है ना? But then again they will come back. These film star only wrote a big letter to the Prime Minister, seeking big support from the Prime Minister of India. I will not name what, and then they will curse him on all his back. Okay, today if you mark the news channel, he has gone to Japan. Our Prime Minister is in Japan. There is a G7 summit going on.
Yes.
G7 means most powerful developed countries of the world, 7. And sorry to say, India is not a member of it. But every year India is invited by the countries. And the biggest meeting today, I think today it will happen, is between Prime Minister Modi and Ukraine Prime Minister Zelensky. Because no Prime Minister in the world had the guts to speak in front of Vladimir Putin. Last time when he was in India, he openly told, Mr. Modi told openly that this is not the time to fight with the war. You stop the war. So reaction tha uska, Mr. Putin ka. He didn't expect that Modi will speak in front of international seminar. He didn't speak in English, but he said, okay, I will consider. And as soon as he left this meeting, he went back to Russia. He had issued a status saying that I'm ready to talk with Zelensky. But Zelensky, the cartoon channel expert, he had some own whims. उसने बहुत बड़ा conditions डाला Putin के पास. Putin ने बोला sorry, तू उधर ही बैठ, मैं तुझे मिसाइल से बात करता हूँ. I think this time Zelensky is coming and he wanted to meet Mr. Modi 2-3 years also. But Modi did not have the time, but this time they are meeting. Hopefully Mr. Modi comes up with a new plan where even Russian Prime Minister can be convinced only one person called Modi. China for last 6 months, China is doing all copy paste work. और China अपने आप को दिखा रहा है कि हम यूक्रेन रशिया वॉर को खत्म करेगा. पर चाइना का एक बड़ा मिनिस्टर ने जाके रशिया के खिलाफ कुछ तो बड़ा स्टेटमेंट बोल दिया. Then फिर एक्स्ट्रा मिसाइल्स फायर करने लगा मिस्टर पुतिन because of the unwanted statement given by Chinese fellows. So let's hope for the best. Let this war come to an end. Okay, at least that Ukraine should have get the opportunity to reverse back. But then we do not know what's going to happen. And Japan, when he landed, there were so many Indians, and they were all shouting the name of the Prime Minister. So I am saying now India has got a small global recognition, and this recognition has to be a little bit bigger. Within 15 years of time, India has reached top 10, and within top 10 now it's top 4. And they are saying agar this growth continues for next 10 years also, they'll say definitely India will be in top 3 or top 1.
For what?
The economic growth and development. And Indian currency, you know, becoming powerful day by day. And India is the leading exporter of mineral oil in the world. Saudi Arabia से भी आगे चले गए. India is exporting mineral oil तो सबको शॉक लगा. Because India का mineral oil बहुत कम है. India export कैसा कर रहा है? And exporting to European countries. Because India bought good amount of reserves from Russia and purify करके अभी बेच रहा है. And some European countries are not liking that. But India is doing it. People are buying it and we will sell it. And this is what I'm saying, slowly a big change coming in. And by the time you guys finish your graduation, Indian passport should have such a high value that neither you are going to any country, but your country passport is valid to go to countries called US or UK free. On arrival stamp. You know what is on arrival stamp? There are so many countries in and around. आप visa apply करने का जरूरत ही नहीं. बस आपको उधर country में जाना है, वो पूछेगा किधर कहाँ आपका booking है, बस अब जाइए. And your passport is highly valued. And now we are slowly stepping in. Let's hope for the best. Country's politics should not be like raga politics. We want namo politics. Let's proceed. Conventional methods में आ जाओ. Put 1. A का 1. Wells. थोड़ा सा fast जाऊंगा because these are very simple. है ना? It is an age-old method. Did you find?
Yes.
And come down. ये hole is dug होनी चाहिए. Wells are underlined. Simplest, dependable, and cheapest. You accept all these 3 words?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Then there is 3 methods. One is Persian wheel, lever, and incline. You know what is Persian wheel? In our own Maharashtra, we have that big wheel pulled by bulls and bucket-like appearance, and it will pick up the water and pour it.
And there are pots.
Pots on it. Correct. And then we have lever method. Lever everybody knows. Hand pull. Correct. That's a very old method. And incline method, if I want to show you, if this is a well arrangement and wood-like structure, which will be deep in, and here the lever will be attached. So that pulling of water is not so much distance. अब ये सारा methods बंद हो गया because now we are using motor pumps. What is motor pumps? You might have seen. Majority of the घर में है. Just turn on the switch. It can draw the water less time, more water from the well. Next, let us go to areas. Take only 4 areas: UP, Rajasthan, Punjab, and Haryana. Advantages: underline simplest and cheapest. That we have already done. Independent. If anybody asks you why it is independent source,
Sir, ऊपर में simple dependable लिखा है तो अभी आप
she caught her like where is ऊपर लिखा है dependable.
simple dependable and
Simplest, dependable, and cheapest source. Now, either independent of rainfall. There depends on the usage, how you put it. I cannot use well for rice or wheat, can I? But I can use it for vegetation. Because it requires lots and lots of water. And in one day you pump all the well, then after 15 days you need more water. 15 days के अंदर well में कहाँ से पानी नहीं. Understood? It will take some time to bring that underground water. Then go down irrigation, वो necessary नहीं है. At convenient place. And उधर लिख लो at individual level. Convenient place के आगे लिखो individual level. इसमें government का support का जरूरत नहीं है. Next, oxen which are वो नहीं चाहिए. Disadvantage: well can water only underline limited amount of land. Dry up during summer. Dry summer का जरूरत नहीं है. Water time consuming. I'm waiting. Still, you want any point? You can ask me. ऐसा देखा है, well को देखा है. We have a big wheel-like attachment, and that wheel will have a small bucket-like, and this will be pulled by oxen or a bull. When this is pulling, this is going to rotate. Dip in, take the water, and by the time the water will be old method of irrigation, Persian wheel. अभी तो मोटा पंप आ गया. Everything is closed. हाँ, उसी लिए तो करता है. In fact, there are certain, in my own village I have seen, not a village, it's a city like a little bit away, they can grow rice to certain plot, not big plots. But a well should be deep. And you go to Kerala, every house, if you are interior of the city, they have a well. Management.
Brackish.
Unless and until you do not clean it, not brackish is soil, not salty. क्या बोलते हैं ना, एक बदबूदार. अगर आप well को regularly clean नहीं किएगा तो water becomes brackish. How do you explain in Marathi? It becomes brackish. Understood? I don't know. Then you have to do regular cleaning every 1 month or 2 months. There are people who come, they put that chlorine water, they pick all the unwanted sediments, they clean it. अगर आप use करते ही रहेगा ना वो brackish नहीं बनेगा. If you leave it, then it becomes brackish. If you are regularly using it, I will send NMMC truck to go inside and pick up the gutter. क्या appearance है? हाँ वो तो है, वो स्पाइरो वगैरह आ जाएगा एंड वो ग्रीन कलर का वो आ जाएगा एंड स्मेली हो जाएगा पानी, दैट इज ब्रैकिश. और क्या सॉल्टी अकेला ब्रैकिश नहीं. हमारा मैम ने बोला लेट्स गो टू टैंक्स. टैंक्स में दो है, वन इज अ नेचुरल एंड अदर इज अ मैन मेड. उधर लिखा है ना, उधर नेचुरल टैंक लिखो एंड राइट अगेन वन पार्ट ऑफ साउथ एज नेचुरल टैंक्स मोर. कैन यू नेम व्हिच पार्ट? यू राइट दैट तेलंगाना प्लेट्यू has the maximum water tanks. Telangana plateau has maximum natural tanks, not artificial. India में सबसे ज़्यादा है, and we have this one bulb nose fellow. He is the present CM. Hey, the CM से याद है. Yesterday's 8 o'clock announcement. Did you see the news? That 2000 note is not banned. You have to bring all the old notes and get the new notes. And Mr. Modi is very smart. अभी इलेक्शन में जितना भी ब्लैक मनी रहा होगा अभी सब बाहर आना पड़ेगा. 2000 notes you can't use the old notes. This I told 1 year before only, क्योंकि ना ATM से 2000 निकल रहा था, ना ATM सर्कुलेशन में था, so they were pulling all the money slowly. अभी सडनली बोल दिया पुराना 2000 नोट नहीं चलेगा. चलेगा, you have to go to the banks and you can, one person can at a time get only 20,000. 20,000 मतलब 10 नोट देके आप नया नोट ले सकते हैं. There are people who might have collected hordes and hordes of money. अभी क्या जाके बोलेगा बैंक में, ये लो भाई साहब 5 करोड़ का 2000 का नोट से, बोलेगा अंदर आओ, आप ही के लिए वेट कर रहा था. So now they are going to be very real tussle. Yesterday one man was shouting in a channel, ऐसा कैसा गरीब लोग कैसे जाएगा? तो उसने बताया गरीब लोग के पास, कितना गरीब के पास 2000 का नोट है? नहीं है, गांव में रखा है दूर, वो जाके एटीएम का लाइन में. अरे एटीएम में जाने का जरूरत ही नहीं है, आप नोट लेके जाइए, आरबीआई में अपना आधार कार्ड बोलिए, ही विल गिव अ न्यू नोट. बट 2000 का नोट्स कितना गरीब के पास है? क्या अपने पॉकेट में भी, मैं खुद भी, हाँ हम लोग खुद भी 2000 नोट्स देके जमाना हो गया. हाँ तो नाउ दे आर ऑल कॉट. अभी बताओ, you worry, leave it, you are not going to be punished. You don't worry, your dad is a businessman. Then tell him. I don't know. I have raised my hand. Hey, let us mark this girl, 2000 notes currency. And dress भी उसने pink color का ही पहना है. Dad को जाके बोलो good news. देखो अगर आपके डैड के पास भी कलेक्शन है ना, ये मैं माइक ऑफ करके स्मार्ट वे बताता हूँ. मेरे पास कुछ देने बोलो, मैं चेंज करके देगा. ये नहीं मालूम था आपको? क्या 2000 वाला?
नहीं, कल पता चला रात को.
तो अभी से तुम लोग रात से काम स्टार्ट कर लिया?
थोड़ा पहले पता चल गया था.
Good. Don't discuss. We'll later have an especially these guys will get all the information. You shut your mouth. Don't tell anything. Let's proceed with our geography. Not mine, but his carry on. Let us go. Carry on with the tanks. Earthen or masonry walls across a stream. बस उतना ही ठीक है. Rainwater collects. Used in dry season. Various size, big and small. Mostly practiced in Peninsula. What is Peninsula? We can say South India, starting from Maharashtra.
Seaside with water.
Oh, I am thinking 2000 now. What Gargi is going to do? Study well. In the well now. Thanks. अरे इधर लिखा है. Why are you looking at her? चलो, areas. Open bracket Andhra Pradesh and close bracket in Odisha. Advantages: hard rock line. ये एक काम करो, ये रहने देना. Undulating surface, underline natural depression. उधर से तो ऊपर लिखो तेलंगाना. ये इंडिया में सबसे ज्यादा है. And they are. You're from Telangana.
I am from Telangana.
Oh, good. Have a simple dam across them. So tanks are underlined. Simple and easy to build. Cheap to build. Raising underground water, underlying irrigation in villages, tanks. Disadvantages: occupy large area, many tanks dry up, silting of tanks. Bus. Now tell me which problem you want me to explain. Any problem?
Yeah,
Minimum 2 or 3. If you could write 4 points, that's well enough. Because some people are asking me, sir, if it is 2 points, I'll write only 2. No. And your points are not at all good, weighted for 1 mark. You write minimum 4. Then you will get 2 marks if I am correcting. Out of 4. And sorry to say, geography scoring is not so easy as compared to your. I don't want to name the subject. No. Our own department, one more history. I didn't say anything. Canals. क्या सबको
मालूम है.
अच्छा मुझे नहीं मालूम था. आज ही मालूम पड़ा. अरे थैंक्स फॉर द इंफॉर्मेशन.
समझ गया सर.
क्या बाबा मेरा माँ मुझे अभी तक समझ नहीं पाई. तू मुझे समझ गया बोलता है ना. I need to come and thank my mom कि मेरा पिछला जन्म का डैड मेरे सामने बैठा है. हाँ, thank you. Who is your dad? मेरा पिछला जन्म का डैड ही सही है आपकी. आपका नाम क्या था पिताजी?
योगेश.
अच्छा जो हमारा विलेज से मार के भगाया उसको तो
कोई भी
वही एक गेस्ट था. अभी नहीं बोले.
कोई भी नाम बोलो यार.
अच्छा ठीक है. वही जिसको विलेज में फूल माला चढ़ाकर हम लोग लेके जाके फेंका है. चलो फिर हम लोग बाद में बात करेंगे पिछला जन्म के बाद. Canals, underline artificial waterway. It is an important means of irrigation. Somebody was saying canals. So whenever I'm saying these dams, these are dam sites. Villages are here, correct? Now these canals can be nothing but we connect every village using some network of canals. And canal construction initially is costly. But once it is constructed, as long as the reservoir and the dam is having a water reaches to this. And good thing, not too much or not too less. ये local DM रहता है, district magistrate या collector. वो जितना बोलेगा उतना ही cubics liter of water पानी खोलता है. Are you understanding what I'm saying? जैसा उधर plantation या cropping होगा ना, उसके accordingly dam का पानी जाएगा. And what is the network? Canals. And normally now the government of India is doing cemented work. You know what I mean by cemented? पहले सिर्फ वो डग करके छोड़ देते थे. Water will be absorbed by the soil. Now we are having majority canals are cemented. तो इसको कुछ लोग cemented gutter भी बोलते हैं. So that it connects the dam sites to the villages. Is it okay? They are canal irrigation.
Village में cemented gutter से पानी.
So I am having 3 more hours to go. Artificial waterway and then the important means of irrigation. Mainly in northern plains. If anybody asks you, give reason of the northern plains के बारे में जिया डालना. Why only northern plains canals are more? Why not in southern India? Perennial rivers are there. वो बोलना पड़ेगा. अभी types of canals put a star mark to perennial and inundated. Right? अभी बोल नहीं जा रहा.
पूरे साल में पानी रहता है.
हाँ, underline canals that have water throughout the year. Point number 1. They get the draw के जगह पर you can get the water from perennial rivers. inundation, flood water canals. अभी ये inundation कैसा रहता है ना? If you have seen any river which is normally flowing during the dry season, but the problem comes in monsoon. Monsoon में क्या होता है? Generally these rivers are flooded nature. And the government क्या करता है? They have some technical expert. They cut the rivers in a very careful location. Cut it in such a way when water is below the danger level, it is okay. But when the water rises, are you understanding? These paths will allow the water to pass through. And this cutting has to be very careful, huh? Because if you cut it without any scientific thing, then ये cutting की वजह से भी flooding हो सकता है. Are you understanding? ये technical मैं गया है with the government officer to see how they do it. Survey करने जाते हैं, they study the land. I worked with that NREGA people also, just to see. National Rural Employment Guarantee Act है, वो economics में है for the CBSE people.
आपकी एज क्या है?
Minus. हाँ, मेरा पिताजी पीछे बैठा है. Ask me my birth certificate.
1992.
Thank you. पिताजी अपना उम्र बोल रही है, मैं तो चलिए. Whenever I go to my hometown when I am free and when some government works are there, ना it is उधर बैठ के भी बोर ही है. All my cousins go for some hunting work इधर उधर या सिंगापुर जाएगा. हाँ जी. Hunting मैंने जाता. That is for the bullfight. I've gone once or twice. Very rarely. चलो. Let us get into perennial हो गया. Inundation canals are which canal? Come on everyone. Flood water canals. Why they are called flood water canals?
Because they are connected to the rivers and when
They prevent the floods during the time of excess rainfall. That's उतना ही लिखा तो bien. Good, both of you. She was answering something. These canals were taken out from underlying rivers without any regulating system. What is regulating? इस river को मैं बंद नहीं करूँगा. Let the river flow. But then I will draw which canal? Inundation canals. Let that excess water go away. That is my concept.
Within that canal it will be get.
What?
The canal will get the excess water.
Get मतलब it will release the excess water. बाबा देखो यहाँ से मैंने river को cut किया and the canal which is going to connect will get only the excess water. बाकी rainy season में तो उसको मिल ही रहा है. Excess water जब आएगा तो canal के साथ बाहर निकल जाएगा. Neither it will have floods nor it will flood the adjoining area. To the fields, huh?
they have currently penetrating the rivers like that, the more water or the excess water will go through them, it will spread it to
देखो when it is having excess water, that is the time the inundation canals are activated. बाकी टाइम में तो canal ऐसे ही पड़ा ही रहेगा. पानी नहीं है river में, कहाँ से वो excess जाएगा? ये लड़कियों को ऐसा कहाँ से doubt करते हैं?
perennial
हाँ.
canals are connected
to that. ये these are non-perennial. During the monsoon season only they are showing. Like if you have anytime go to Odisha, we have a river Mahanadi, and that is called a sorrow of this Odisha, and it is havoc. So government of India नहीं कर सकता because tribals है, rural area है. ये हम लोग अभी मैंने notebook में draw करके बता दिया. And to be very frank, the survey itself goes for 2 to 3 years. Local people do not like, do not allow, they don't understand. India जैसा country को sorry to say rule करना it's a real headache. If I am pacifying this community will get up. How could you say this? And if I this is what is happening. If I pacify these people will say he is over impartial. Oh, how come we have given the vote? अब एक छोटा example देता हूँ. I think Karnataka after winning election, है ना? They finally settled down to a chief minister and a deputy chief minister. But there is a community, I don't want the community, they have voted to Congress just to get the deputy seat. अभी deputy seat उनको नहीं मिला. You know whom I am referring? अभी वो अभी नाटक करने वाला. अब मुझे किसी ने बोला, not किसी ने बोला, the news people they say कि 1-2 साल रुको, कर्नाटक में दोबारा ये ड्रामा स्टार्ट होगा. हाँ. Like in Rajasthan, we have this Gehlot and Sachin Pilot. Sachin Pilot is a dashing and a young fellow who has done tremendous work for Rajasthan. ये जो सिंधिया है, सिंधिया जो अभी बीजेपी में काम कर रहा है, he was once a very very popular minister with Congress. So let me not get into politics. I'll pull you back. We are having 1-2 minutes. 10:45 is the break, is it? Okay. Let us finish that. Disadvantages. अच्छा ठीक है ना, 1 मिनट ले लो. हो गया क्या हो गया? Canals are lined, underlined. Water table may reach the surface. Large areas of Punjab, UP suffer underlined salt. He was saying salting. Yahi abhi salting. Marshy areas near वो दूसरा ही उसका. Marshy area near canals underlined. Breeding ground for mosquito. ये जितना भी canals है ना वो land को पूरा marshy कर देता है. Then mosquito breeding is a real problem. And due to underlined waterlogging, proper drainage, standing crops, stored food grains are ruined. Ruined मतलब क्या है? Disturbed or destroyed. So we are going to finish this chapter by next class, and we'll continue with topo. And I'm waiting for how many students? 1, I think 2. I didn't check your book. You also show me 3, 4, 5, and the rest can go after 6. All chapter. Whatever completed with me, correct? So we are meeting by 2:50 once again, and others can go home and study for your tomorrow's test. Thank you and good luck for your exam. And if you have any query, I'm not